Welcome back. It's a question that comes at some point when dating someone. How is your relationship with your mother or father? The answer may change someone's perspective, particularly if someone identifies as a mama's boy or a daddy's girl. Tonight, we weigh the pros and cons of that. Joining us to talk about it, poet and playwright Rochelle Gemini, self-identified daddy's girl Carissa Cropper, and Jay Bradley, who is single. Wait, did you tell him the right thing?
I did not tell him the right thing. It's true, but
are you hustling yourself?
Right.
You hustling yourself?
I feel like I should have an OnlyFans now. Right?
Oh, I see why he got on the medium shirt.
Hit him up on Tinder. Hit him up.
It's a 4T. It's a 4T.
So, what did you say? A 4T?
A 4T. Yeah.
Toddler?
Yeah. You don't have to just get a gym, just get smaller shirts.
So, Rochelle, when you talk about a mama's boy and a daddy's girl, is it difficult to date them? And what do you consider yourself, if you consider yourself either of those?
I think I am a woman that had good parents, that had intentional parents. And at the same time, me watching them, I saw my parents build their relationship, but not let their parents fully just influence them. They learn from their parents, but at the same time, I had to talk with my mom, and I was just like, Mom, I talk to my kids this way because I felt like I got spoken to maybe this way, and I want to do this. And she's like, that's what you took. And now I've learned this from my mom, and I said, I don't want to do that. So I took it. So I feel like a lot of people, if they do maybe just, I'm talking from mama's boys. I've dated a couple. And
well, first, what was that like for you?
Well, you know,
Mama said,
I love a man. My mom always told me, look how a man treats his mother, and you will understand how he's going to treat you. But sometimes a man doesn't separate himself from the thoughts of his mom, because I feel like, especially if it's a single mom, and that was he was like, I'm the only person she got. I'm the only person she got. And as a woman that is elevated, I feel like I can understand that. But at the same time, you're going to have
there's
times
going to be
where
a
you
struggle
disconnect.
there.
Yeah, you have to disconnect and be with your wife or be with your woman so y'all can grow too. Of course, I'm going to care about your mom because I care about you. But at the same time, she shouldn't influence and be like, yeah, she doing too much, or she doing it. Like, when women start doing that, it's something that they haven't healed in themselves too.
And did you see some of that in some of those relationships?
Oh yeah, I've seen some. I'm not with them. So, you know, but at the same time, you'll see it in the way that they react to you too. At the same, they might care for you, but it still can be some toxic situations that happen. All
right, Carissa, let's hear from you on this. Do guys have to take that extra effort and truly deliver with you because you're daddy's girl?
Absolutely. My dad is everything. I don't know what y'all talking about. He is everything and then some, okay? He can do no wrong. He makes me feel like a superstar. He always tells me, Puddin'.
wait, what does he call you?
Puddin'.
Okay, all right.
I just look like Puddin', so he say, Puddin'. You the best one up there. If he look, he watch right now. I'm the best one up there. I'm the best one up there.
Right.
You no going shopping tomorrow?
It is something when a father does affirm their daughter, because I've had my dad tell me certain phrases like, "You were divinely made. You were set aside for a better purpose. You are this. You are that." I've had my dad affirm me to the point where I won't deal with a man if he talks to me a certain way. I'm not about to go back and forth, because I didn't see my parents argue. In that text, I'm sure my parents got into some disagreements, but my dad never did this in front of me to make me see a woman get disrespected. So I definitely understand a man.
I will say this, my dad loves my mom. And that is beautiful to me. Mom has dementia right now, and he loves my mom. No matter what's going on,
so does mine.
He will say all these things, but at the end of the day, he loves my mom. And I always look at that love, and I was like, I want love like that.
Right.
And that's what he brought me up in. So, I mean, yeah, he cuts skin off his head with a pocket knife, but we all have our things.
I think there's a way that a dad, I have a daughter, and my job from the day that she came into this world was to make sure that she's emotionally safe, teach her what boundaries are, understand how she should be treated from a man, because her first relationship, like y'all are saying, if your dad did a certain thing, then a man teaches you something, exposes you to something different, it's not going to feel comfortable. I'm going to spoil my daughter in the ways that she needs to be spoiled, so that way when she gets out into being a grown woman and an adult, then she's going to be like, wait, this doesn't feel comfortable. This doesn't feel what the love that I know is. Because that's your first real love. You know?
But really quick, do you create expectations that are unreal for your daughter?
Hopefully. Hopefully. Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't come, what the old folks say, she's not going to fall for any wooden spoons, man, at the end of the day. And when I date women, I look for that. I look for, do you need me emotionally just to exist? Are you good? When I've dated women that have strong relationships with their father and the dad's done, I can just come in and be a man. And as long as I'm showing up right, she's going to receive me correctly. Now, if he hadn't done his part and you haven't gone and healed those wounds, now I got to do his job and my job. I didn't really sign up for that. What I came in here is do what I can do, and it's my job to be there, and my mother and my father raised me to get that, and my mother taught me how it is to love a woman. So now
have you ever found a woman where she confused you with the father, saying this is what you should be doing, and you're like, that's not my role?
Have they called me daddy before? Is that what you're asking me? What do you, this is not that type of show. It's late night. It's not. But no, I see exactly what you're saying. No, I mean, I've run into those things where it's like, hey, I know my job, and but I can always tell the difference. But since I have a daughter, I have compassion for that. When I see that, I'm not upset by it, because I try to look at women as, okay, this is somebody's daughter. Whether he showed up or not in the way that I show up, this is somebody's daughter, and I can have compassion and empathy and help kind of get that part of it. But if it's my entire job, I'm probably not going to do that.
All right.
He said, I know my worth.
Like, I thought he was going to be like,
Thought she was going to be sassing for invincible stuff. Just, okay.
Thank you guys for joining us.